moment where I accidentally rolled too far back right here. Just another reminder. I got on a crumbly rock or something, it brought me back.
Yeah.
I gassed out of it, but something to always think about. So we're coming in off of an extreme side hill angle. So just coming in takes some commitment on the dirt. And then once we get to the rock face, we want to just kind of keep our bike up, sort of upright with the earth. To keep as much contact patch with our rear wheel, but main thing is driving the rear wheel into it and then maintaining the momentum as we're going through that. And then you're slipping the clutch, but whatever it takes to keep rolling forward. Commit to some speed, keep things in motion, especially as you get up on the wall. Hit it with enough momentum to go across it. You got to slip your clutch a little bit if you do start to slow down. Mainly if you just keep your momentum, keep the outside peg weighted down and your butt back just a little bit, maybe head forward up towards the bars just a little bit, being ready for anything to happen. You can ride across some pretty darn steep stuff like no problem. There's a lot scarier stuff out there, I realize. This is just for the sake of example. All right, I just want to talk about the importance of being patient and taking your time when it comes to setting yourself up for a big line or a big obstacle that you need to go over. Even with some of the top pros, when you watch, and they'll just kind of take a look around, they'll maybe even get off their bike if they have to set their line up, or sometimes push their bike through a section. But the main thing is they're taking their time, they're analyzing, they're visualizing like what's gonna happen. Where is my rear wheel gonna end up when I take off from this slightly curved line? There's so many little things to take into consideration. How we set up the line in general. So not being afraid to roll back and forth a few times, pop the clutch, spin the tire, clear out the debris, reach down, pick up a little pebble. Again, if the line starts to turn, where is my rear wheel gonna end up? Visualizing where everything's gonna happen as opposed to just powering through and bulldogging through real fast. There's some nasty rocks hidden in the grass. There's all kinds of stuff. I got to keep my weight back. I'm thinking of all that stuff before I take off, trying to take our time, maybe take some of the chance out of the equation by taking our time and then keeping your weight back sometimes more than you think when you're taking off. Realizing what kind of terrain that you're in as you're taking off. Do I have a lot of good traction to take off from? Is that going to give me a good launch pad to accelerate a little faster at the beginning, or is it real crumbly and loose or slippery and wet? Knowing when and where to take advantage of your traction and to gain speed and things like that. It's a lot of just visualization and just using your head and taking your time, not rushing through it thinking that it's all about staying, keep moving. Yeah, but if you tip over and go down the hill another 15 feet, then how much energy and time did you just waste? So sometimes taking your time, being a little bit more methodical through a section could pay off in the long run. Maybe you won't nail it the first time and you'll still fail and go down, and chances are you probably will many times. It's just part of riding dirt bikes, and especially hard enduro. So I hope this kind of stuff helps you guys. Let me know in the comments below. We need to develop a sense of terrain. What kind of terrain are we riding in? Is it loose? Is it wet? Is there good traction? Are we on an off-camber, slanted hill? Is there crumbly stuff right underneath our tires where we're about to take off? Setting our lineup is very important. Getting down to the most solid base possible for that time. To give us the best launch, to get up to the next level or whatever. It could be the difference between you going back down the hill or rolling backwards and starting all over again. When we build a sense of the type of terrain we are riding in and how our bike reacts to that terrain, we also develop an accountability on ourselves in terms of what to expect and how to manage the bike accordingly. That leaves us with less excuses because we can set ourselves up better the next time we're in those conditions. Whether it's slippery, wet rocks or the crumbly, loose stuff on top of stuff like this. Getting on the power before you even leave and controlling your wheel spin with the clutch. Because it's intimidating, you don't know exactly what's going to happen. For the most part, it's usually never enough power stored up that we can release with our clutch right when we need it. Getting on the throttle and building power with the throttle while the clutch is held in before you even take off from where you're going. Almost before you even get started. You listen to Graham's bike, he'll rev the shit out of it before he's even gone anywhere. Work on building power quicker. or before you even take off, there has to be power built up into the engine, and you almost continue to build power sometimes depending on what you're doing. So more power, guys, more power. Just give me a follow if you like what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep trying to get more of this stuff for you guys. Take care, have a good one.